Hi guys, I hope you had a good 4 days since my last video. This video is going to be a little uncomfortable for me. First of all, I have my window open. Today is the first day that it's gotten above like 50 degrees in Colorado. So I'm like squinting and I feel like I need sunglasses. On top of that, I'm blind right now. I can see stuff, but I can't see very well. My cat stole my glasses sometime in the middle of the night, and I have yet to locate them. This week, I read Holidays on Ice by David Sedaris, however he says his name. This book has 12 short stories in it, and it is nonfiction, so all the stories are supposedly true. There's a speech and a holiday Christmas letter that were not written by the author. I don't know if those were things that he actually received or went and heard a guy's speech, or if it's just for comedy and he made it up. I'm not sure. It doesn't explain. Collections of short stories are usually really easy for me to get through. This book was only like 160 pages and it took me like 2 hours to read it. I really like collections of short stories because they're kind of like chapters, but you don't have to remember what happened earlier on in the book. You just have to remember what's happened in the last like 20 pages or so. A lot of the complaints that I found from other reviewers was that they were offended by some of the content. It is adult content with adult language, adult themes, adult situations, adult everything. He's deliberately trying to offend the reader and push the boundaries and push the limits. If you are easily offended by this, do not read the book. Don't even try. Even with all the complaints about this book, I couldn't find a single reviewer who didn't like the first one, the first little short story, which is about the author working as a Christmas elf. It's really funny. I thought it was hilarious. I know my mom would have hated it, for example. I really liked it. It was really funny. He has a humorous and truthful way of looking at things, like standing in line for hours waiting for something. When he talks about how strange holiday customs are, and like you don't think about it, but what happens if you don't have a fireplace in America? How does Santa get in your house? Isn't he just an old fat guy breaking into your house at that point? When you think about it, if you think too hard about it, it falls apart and it just gets creepy. The reader gets emotionally invested pretty quickly. It didn't take very long for me to empathize with the main character author. I like the author's writing style. He has a wonderful way of telling stories. I think almost every single one of them, maybe everyone, talks about the selfishness that happens during Christmas time, where people feel like they deserve presents or that they need to give so that people will like them and think that they're nice, even though in reality they're awful people. People can go really far with their selfishness and they don't realize that they're being selfish because they're giving to people, but they're giving to people for the wrong reason. So I give this book 4.5 out of 5 stars, which is going to be 4 out of 5 because I round down. I definitely recommend it to people as a holiday read, but possibly reading it after Christmas. It doesn't have a lot of Christmas spirit in it. The link for its Goodreads can be found in the comment section wherever you're watching this, and I will put a link to my blog and my Goodreads and my hub pages, where there should be a written version of this in a few days, maybe a week or two from now. Next week, or in the next couple of days, because I will make another video on Friday, I will be reading Santa Claus vs. the Aliens by James Cordona. On Christmas, I'm going to give myself Skipping Christmas by John Grisham, however he says his name. I'm so sorry, I'm bad with last names. So I'll read that after Christmas, and the next week will be that. I should be finishing Blue Bloods in the next couple of days or so, because I have to return it to the library very soon. And I will maybe make a video for that one around Tuesday of next week, unless I can't read it in time, in which case I will just do the written review on Hub Pages. Both of those books can be found on my Goodreads under my shelf titled December Christmas. And that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in a few days.